If you're new, press the bell icon to get the latest notifications.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to Bitcoin Update. Today it's been a while I've been out, but there's something I saw on Bitcoin right now at the moment, and to talk about this one, it's important to say that we do have some negative signs on Bitcoin actually, but it's not very confirmed if they're going to go and play out. Now, if you do come down here to this bolt icon that you see right there, and the US flags that you can see, there's actually represent some news, upcoming news that are about to happen for Bitcoin. So if I do press on this one, we have headlines for Bitcoin here, NFTs coming to Bitcoin, and not everyone seems happy. Bitcoin will reach $25,000, but another thing is happening first, Mike Alfred says. So you do have so many news right here you can read always when you click the bolt. But if you do click on this one, we have balance of trade 7 February 2023. So today's 6 and 6:30 tomorrow, which is actually 24 hours from now, we have balance of trade actually. And we're going to see on 10 of February, Michigan consumer sentiment prep. So we do have some upcoming news on 7th and 10 as well. Now that's the news. I'm actually trying to balance the news and the chart as well. Now this is for the first time I see Bitcoin closing below the EMA ever since it happened, and ever since this bull cross happened back in 4th of January. It's after 1 month we finally made a bear cross. Now it is a bear cross, and you're gonna have to pay attention to that bear cross. Okay, so there are some few things I see for Bitcoin that is showing potential correction to the downside, and if the correction does happen to the downside, I won't be surprised. I mean, we've gone all the way from $16,000 all the way to $24,000. So if there's a correction coming in, not a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal to me, right? Except if you're in a trade, of course. Now, let's go back here, and you can see now this is like, the 10, the 20, and the 55. Now, it's not really confirmed bull cross. You can still continue and break it to the upside. It's not like a very strong bull cross, but what I'm trying to say is that this is for the first time you closed below the EMAs after like 1 month and 2 days, like nearly after 33 days, you've made a very, very clear bearish closing under the 55 EMA. So that is an alarming situation. Now, if you join the pieces together, you do even have a potential double top on the 4-hour time frame, which is your first top and you have your second top, right? So still something you're going to have to pay attention to. And then we have this trend line that is actually trying to get lost. Now look at that trend line. Okay, this is a trend line that has been lost. Now I'm not going to count the wicks. If you consider the fact that you have the body as your support level, again, this was support number 1 here, support number 2, support number 3. You've broken to the downside. Maybe you can even go a little bit back up to 23,180, get rejected here, and try to move lower. So basically, you could even look for a potential top to the bottom and a technical target all the way down to $22,000. So that's something you're going to have to keep in mind. Now, the final piece to the puzzle is, do you remember when I talked about the stalled candlestick pattern, which was the last video that I made for Bitcoin? Well, you have stalled candlestick pattern and a bearish candle on the weekly. So I don't even like what is happening on the weekly, because I told you, when you have one big green candle, second green candle which is smaller than the first one here, and the third one is the smallest one, so basically small, smaller, smallest, that's known as a stalled candlestick pattern, and these are not 3 white soldiers at all. Now they actually did one thing, and they took the stop loss of that stalled candlestick pattern right here. They took the stop loss. That was a stop loss hunt in my opinion, and you see, you can see that we still closed below that stalled candlestick. So this was just a quick wick to take the stop losses. And now if you combine these 2 candles as well, we almost have like a bearish engulfing, which is not a perfect one, but these 2 combined, you can even say that like almost a tweezer top there, and you can actually start to see a little bit of a correction in the next coming days to $22,000. That's what makes sense right now. So some bad signs happening. You can even say that some correction signs are there for Bitcoin at the moment, and that's pretty much it for this update. Be careful, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.